Kristen, thank you. It is now 5:33, and as our area's crime rate grows, some believe it's time to completely change the way that we police and go to what's called a Metropolicing model. One single department covering Rockford, Winnebago County, and surrounding communities. But would it work? We investigate the pros and cons of Metropolicing in this Eyewitness News special report. Imagine the entire state line under one police umbrella. Several units covering every town that dots the landscape of Winnebago County. Quick and efficient communication that allows for information to flow back and forth from town to town, helping residents from Rockford all the way up to Rockton to stay safe in a world where fiscal scrutiny is at an all-time high. Sound good?
It needs to go that way. We can't do it the old style. We have to start focusing on how we getting these contracts together and how we working together.
This is Caruana's vision. A man who spent decades in the business world now finds himself trying to put together the ultimate police force, where costs and crime are on the decline. It's a system that's been in place in McChesney Park for more than 3 decades. We took a closer look at the agreement between Winnebago County and McChesney Park. The village pays $3 million a year to help pay for services from 27 officers to help patrol the town. The breakdown of those officers has the county providing 20 patrol officers plus 7 entry-level officers. And they also get 3 detectives and 1 sergeant. Is that combating crime? Well, McChesney Park had 424 major level 1 offenses in 2014. Nearly 30% fewer than neighboring Loves Park, which has a similar sized population.
McChesney Park, we figured it out because we're one team up there. We're the McChesney Park team working in one focused area.
Can this work in other communities?
Absolutely.
Can it work in Loves Park?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know what the real benefit would be for us anyway.
Daryl Lindbergh speaks as the mayor and from experience as a 22-year police chief in Loves Park. He helped build the department from the ground up. Giving up the reins is not something he is looking to do anytime soon.
Local control is important because we can get things done rapidly. You know, if there's something that the police department thinks they want to modernize or upgrade or whatever, that process internally, because of our size, is much faster than it would be in a larger operation. If we had a referendum, I'm sure it would be overwhelmingly passed in favor of keeping our police department as is.
But is there a bigger picture out there? We looked at police costs for McChesney Park, Loves Park, and also neighboring Roscoe. McChesney Park residents pay less per resident for policing and have a lower crime rate than Loves Park. Roscoe has the lowest crime rate, and police presence there may have something to do with that. But you could also argue that Roscoe might be over-policed. Each officer, on average, responding to just 7 serious level 1 crimes every single year. Caruana believes that all of these communities are indirectly impacted by Rockford's violent crime rate, which is something that their self-contained police departments can do little to help solve. But Caruana also notes that a fully functional Metro Police Department would include patrolling the city of Rockford, and that could help.
We have a violent crime problem. Okay, if we combined and build a violent crimes unit along with a drug unit, along with our TAC team there in 3, on a contract basis that we become one eventually, we would be unstoppable.
Roscoe is your typical small town where everyone knows each other, including the 15 police officers on staff. And David Cranky says that has helped keep crime to a minimum.
I think it's very valuable. I think that our residents know. I think that you know, they know quite the police officers. So when they're, you know, even out at the store and about, I think that the citizens will be more engaged.
It is clear that all 3 men have the same goal in mind: to protect and to serve the state line while being financially responsible along the way. One police department. That means there's only one person in control as well, and that brings to the forefront a major issue that will have a big-time ripple effect among the rank-and-file police officers ranging from South Beloit all the way down to Winnebago. One simple question: who's in charge?
I think the lead should be the sheriff because he's the top law enforcement officer in the county. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm sheriff. I'm saying that because it's an elected official, and you are held accountable to the public.
One of the questions always comes up: well, who's going to be in charge? You know, is it going to be?
The sheriff says he should be in charge.
correct, and maybe that might be true, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
The unknown for Cranky is thrusting Roscoe into the idea of Metropolicing, because for him, there's no starting over.
It's out of my hands, because then we say, well, we don't like this, we're going to go back to the old. Well, it's very costly. So to start up a police department, it's very costly.
You know, bigger is not always better.
And that seems to be the big concern. All three men expressed sincerity in communicating with each other, something that they say is not a problem between Loves Park, Roscoe, and the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department. No formal proposals, though, have been submitted to any of the government bodies that were focused on during our investigation.